Hey, Tony Gaskins here. Got a streaming portrait today because I have my battery is going dead on my phone, so I gotta keep my battery on the charger. So I got a streaming portrait, but I wanted to pop in because I was gonna shoot a video, but I didn't get a chance to shoot a video. But I keep getting this question, and one thing, you know, I'm just here to level the playing field. And one thing that always irks my nerves as a relationship coach is when I'm coaching women and they're dealing with a guy who keeps leaving, who leaves multiple times. I did a video on why do men come back. But what I want you to understand, speaking from a male perspective, about when a guy keeps leaving, first, what you have to realize is that most men, understand the key words, most men don't know how to be alone. That's number one. Most men do not know how to be alone. I right now know of one man, out of every man that I know of one man who is completely single and abstinent. One man. If you are a woman and you think you know a man who is completely single and abstinent, unless that's your brother and he's a virgin, then you don't really know. Because a man is not going to tell you his full truth. Men only share their full truth with other men. So as a woman, you don't know what you think you know about a man. You don't even know your own father the way you think you know your father. So understand that. So men struggle being alone, and you see that from the beginning of time when the creator said, look, this man needs someone with him. Now, she was made for him. He was not made for her. So what that means is she was given something here to understand that he's going to die probably before you, or he may have to go to war and get killed, or whatever, but you will be strong and you will be stable because your children will lean on you as a mother. You will be the mother of the earth, and you will have more strength when it comes to being able to be independent and self sufficient than a man. That's just the truth. And if you really study humans the way I do, you will find it to be true that it is easier and it's hard for a woman to be single and abstinent. Men struggle with that, and I never really meet men who are single and abstinent. So understand that is one reason why a man always keeps a woman around. Now, the other thing what you have to realize is number two is a man is always looking. So what this means is men love to upgrade. And when I say this, I'm speaking the majority, most men. There will be exceptions to the rule, so we're not here to argue about that. Men love to upgrade. And so a man, in a lot of cases, does not know exactly what he's looking for in a woman because it's women who are known for having a list. Not a lot of men have a list. There are men who have a list, but it's few and far in between. So a man is learning a woman as he goes. He's getting to know more and more of what he wants in a woman based on the women that he deals with. And so a man will get with you and you're good enough for the time being, and then he starts to get bored and he starts to wonder if there's a better version of you. So he starts to wonder if he's settling, if you are truly his wife. And he goes back to thinking of wanting a relationship to be easy and wanting it to not be, stressful, and not wanting to put in a lot of work, understanding not understanding he has to communicate and he has to sacrifice and he has to give a lot. So what happens is when he's tested and he's pushed and the relationship is tugging on him saying, listen, you gotta communicate. Listen, you gotta sacrifice, you gotta give, you gotta do more, you gotta be more, you gotta be faithful. You can't be abusive verbally, emotionally, socially, physically, financially. You can't take advantage of a woman just because you're hurting. And so this relationship starts to require a lot of this man, and it's uncomfortable because he has to sacrifice. And so what happens is he will sabotage the relationship. He'll get little attitudes, he'll get snappy, he may get distant, he may start talking to another woman and allow you to catch it, allow you to see his phone, like just leave it unlocked or leave it somewhere he knows you can get into it, go into the code, allow a woman to text him and not delete the text or call him. And a man will find ways to kind of sabotage the relationship. And what he's doing in this moment is he's trying to make the woman lose some self-worth and some self-esteem so that she will start to feel a sense of scarcity and say, listen, I just want a man, I just want a family, I just want a child or children, or I just want to be with the father of my children. So if he wants to do this or go to the club or gamble or talk to other women and I catch him, I'm going to check him, but I'm not going to leave him. A lot of times a man will get caught. Because I'll be honest with you, it's easy to cheat. I'll be honest with you, it's easy to cheat. A man can cheat on you very easy and never get caught. When a man gets caught cheating, it's because he doesn't care anymore. He doesn't care if he gets caught. He's being reckless intentionally. But he's doing that because he feels that he has you figured out. So he feels that because you have failed so many little tests, because you've let him yell at you, because you've let him take from you, because you've let him give you his word and not keep it, because you've accepted him back before, just little tests. It could be any type of little test where you have compromised in an unhealthy way. He feels he has you figured out. So he feels that if he gets caught slipping, you're not going anywhere because he has sensed that you are desperate for a man. So he gets caught on purpose, cheating or flirting with a woman, emotionally cheating, or just liking pictures on social media, knowing that you can see it. He'll do things intentionally to test you and to break you down. If all you do is get angry, you want to argue, maybe you want to yell a little bit, you want to fuss a little bit, if that's all you do, he'll deal with that. But pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Something strange happens a lot of times when a woman catches her man talking to another woman, either flirting with another woman, emotionally cheating in the inbox, liking pictures, or flat out cheating with another woman. Something happens to women. What women do in that moment, most women, keyword most, start to feel insecure and inadequate. And now it puts the man in a position of power, and the woman starts to seek his approval and seek his love. A woman will give more sex and better sex after being cheated on than with a faithful man. Because with a completely 100% faithful man, a lot of times with a good man, a lot of times a woman takes a good man for granted. Oh, he's too soft, or he's too submissive, he's too easy. And women want the bad boy because he seems tough and he seems secure and he seems confident, when really you're misreading everything. So a woman will take advantage of a good man and take a good man for granted. And then when a man yells at her, curses at her, cheats on her, emotionally or physically, then I see women as a relationship coach in the trenches every day, all day, not on your job, in the gossip mill, in the cafeteria. We're not talking about that. I'm talking from thousands of case studies and 6 different continents from the ages of 16 to 68. I live it, I breathe it. This is what I do. Most women start to seek this man's approval and do more. Yes, she is mad. Yes, she's mad. Yes, she's pitching a fit, but she starts to seek his approval and do more. And so what happens is this man finds himself in a place where he's unsure if you're his wife, and he's unsure if you're his wife because he doesn't know who he is. He's not confident in himself. See, when a man finds himself and he knows who he is and he's confident in himself, then he knows what he's looking for in a woman. But when men go from woman to woman and a man keeps leaving, it is because he is in search of something that he does not know what she looks like. And so he uses you to kind of hold him down, to hold him over, to bide some time, and then he will sabotage you, the relationship, push you away to give him time to entertain this other woman that he's met online or he met at the grocery store, and he will deal with her and he will feel her out. But because of his soul tie with you, he can't give her everything. And because of him cheating on you, it makes him lose trust in himself and trust in women. So a lot of times he doesn't give the side woman or the new woman everything. And that woman is like, this is a waste of my time. I just got hurt by another dude. Now I'm dealing with you. And in the first month, 2 months, you're already full of crap. And so that woman, she's fed up and she moves on. And then that is why your man comes back to you, because he gave a half-hearted effort to the other woman because he never dealt with his issues, or because he got with her and realized that she doesn't measure all the way up to you. So then he sabotages that situationship and then comes back to you to use you as a hold me down, to get some sex off of you, get some hot meals, get somewhere to stay, somewhere to live, or whatever benefits he's getting from you, doing his laundry, scratching his head, massaging his back, driving your car, or just using you for date nights. He'll come back, and a lot of times he will come back and he will do more than he did the time before, because he has to win you back and make it look real. So he wins you back, he makes it look real, and then he gets tired again, realizes that you're not his wife, you're not a woman that he wants to sacrifice for and be faithful for. So he sabotages the relationship again to go get some new time with this other woman. And sometimes what happens is, in his irrational behavior, he may go outside of the home from you and get another woman or two pregnant. And then after doing that and realizing that he put the cart before the horse, then he'll come back to you because you are familiar and he's used to you. He knows you inside and out. He knows you're desperate for love. You're desperate for a family. You want a man. You want a family. You want to be with him. You want it to work. And because you saw some other couples online go through all of this stuff and they worked out, that you want that to be your story, and he knows that. And so because he knows that, he plays on that, and he knows that he can string you along. He can use you how he needs to use you and keep you there while he is testing the market, playing the field. And if he doesn't find anyone that's better than you, he comes back to you, he settles down with you, and he gives you more than he gave you the time before. So listen, I want you to understand that a man doesn't have to have a father. A man doesn't have to be raised in this healthy, happy home to know how to love. That's all a myth. Because love and the ability to love is innate. Yes, it is a learned behavior of how to get a relationship right, but it's not hard to learn because it's common sense. We know it. A wolf could raise a man and he would know that you aren't supposed to lie, cheat, deceive, manipulate, beat, verbally, physically a woman. He knows what he should and should not do to a woman. There are hardened thugs, real life killers who treat their woman like a queen. It doesn't matter how hard he grew up or who he lost. As a grown man, he knows right from wrong and how to love a woman. Stop making excuses for grown men. I was an absolute savage and I knew exactly what I was doing. Don't make excuses for a grown man. So if a man is has left you 2 times, 3 times, if it goes more than that, then it's 100% over, and he's leaving you because he's looking for the next best thing. And guess what? If he finds her, it does not matter if you've given him 3 children, 4 children, 5 children, if you've given him 10 years of your life, 15 years of your life, 20 years of your life. When he finds what he feels he is looking for, he will drop you like a bad habit. So understand this. If you are the one for that man, he does not have to think about it, worry about it, and he does not want to ever leave you. Because if he sees you as the one, a prize, the woman for him, guess what? He fears leaving your presence for an extended period of time because he knows another man will swoop in and snatch you up. When I met my wife, I knew she was the one. I wanted her to adjust and to adapt to my grown boy ways. So I tested her and I tried her, tried to be controlling, tried to be manipulative, tried to be coercive or whatever it was. I never once left my wife. She left me. So that's a key difference I need you to understand here. It's different if you left him because of his behavior and then he fought and clawed and came to get you back. That's different if you had to leave him to stand your ground. But if a man continuously, multiple times leaves you, that's totally different. Because a man never leaves a woman that he loves and he feels is the one, unless you're the toxic person and then he has to leave for his morals and values and standards, and then you gotta fight to get him back. But just to leave you for no reason, like you didn't cheat on him, you didn't beat on him, you didn't, dog him out, disrespect him, treat him like trash, and he's just leaving you, he's sabotaging the relationship and leaving, that's your sign right there. That is your sign right there. Trust me, listen to me, hear me on this. That it's over. Let it go. It's over. Move on with your life. Because when a man knows, he knows. That's real. You heard that? When a man knows, he knows. That is 100% real. That is 100% real. What I would like to see the end of is career dating and multi-year situationships. If I could single-handedly end that, I would, and I'm in the fight against it. I am for intentional dating and intentional marriage. It does not take a man 3 years, 4 years, 5 years to know if you are his wife, if he's over the age of 25. If your man is over the age of 25 and you've been waiting on a ring for 5 years, 4 years, you're wasting your time. But I could break this up into several different little sessions, and I'm going to try to do like these 20 to 30 minute sessions once a week. Tuesday night might be a good night, but I'll see. But hey, thank you so much. share this with somebody who needs it. You know, it's somebody on your Facebook page or your Instagram who needs it. You might need it. If you need it, watch it 2 or 3 times. Hey, God bless you. We'll talk soon.